What's up guys, Skillionaire is here. I want to showcase you a mod for the game Dawn of War 2 Retribution. It's Codex Edition is the name of the mod. The whole vision behind it is to try and upscale the situation. Bigger battles, more units, more factions, base building is back from Dawn of War 1 and stuff like that. It's really cool to see. If you're a Warhammer fan, you will absolutely love this game. They have gone, the focus is all about making it feel more like true to the lore, which I personally love. I know there are other mods out there which are focused on balance and stuff. Don't get me wrong, they try and balance this game too, but it's not like competitive play isn't their main focus. It's all about the kind of spectacle and the vibe. And for me, that's the perfect kind of game. So that's not to say you can't have fun being competitive in it too. Give it a try and find out. First thing off the bat is that you'll notice there's no campaign. Of course, if you remember the campaign, it's quite obvious why that wouldn't be compatible with a mod like this. You can play it against human players. I so far haven't done so. I've always been a fan of the skirmish mode against AI, or just playing with a friend, you know, comp stomp as they call it. Let me showcase what you've got here. You've got Chaos Space Marines, which was in the original, but bear in mind that all of the original factions have also been massively expanded, so it's going to feel completely different basically most of the time. So within Chaos, you actually got 5 sub-factions, which is really cool. Each one does play a little bit differently, has access to different units. Yeah, so for the 4 Chaos Gods and Undivided. Eldar has 3 choices here, which is really cool. Within Eldar, it might be worth noting that they have, I can't really show you here, can I? I need to go to the Army Painter. Within Eldar, they do have like Harlequins in here as well. So, you know, if you're a Harlequins fan, but for some reason you don't like Eldar, this is the place to go. And I think I also have like Exodites, if I remember the terminology correctly, stuff like that, you know, like Rangers and things, which have always been a blend in Dawn of War games. No, that's just a regular Warlock. I could have sworn there was a, yeah, Harlequin tropes and stuff like that. So there's other things like this, so there you go. There is no Dark Eldar in this game though, or at least not yet. Hopefully that's coming. They are still actively working on the game. Where was I? Imperial Guards is here. I've got all these regiments to choose from. It's really cool. Even the it's got Krieg in here. So there's little surprises even within the color scheme. It's really cool. I think they're taken from the DLC. But if you didn't own the DLC, it's okay that you still get access to them. This is really great. There's more an Iron Guard and stuff. So there's a lot of cool things. Oh, actually, there's one more cool thing as well. Gene Stealer cults. Can you see? There's like, so there's no Gene Stealers aren't like a playable faction, or at least not yet. But this is like a way of experiencing them. Like all of the guardsmen have these Gene Stealer heads, which is fun. Necrons, brand new faction, and it's really well done. They're planning to add more to them soon as well. I saw the developers say only 1 to choose from at the moment in terms of subfactions. Orcs are orcs in it. They're great. Crumpin, sneaking, or mechin. You can access like the free boot DLC with the hat and stuff. It's really cool. Space Marines. We know Space Marines. Anyone in this Warhammer knows Space Marines. They do not need introduction. Look how many color schemes they have. Crazy, isn't it? Tau, brand new. 2 sub-factions to choose from, Monktar and Kayon. If you're a Tau fan, you already know what that means. You can see the assets are lifted from other Dawn of War games, like Dawn of War 1, Dawn of War 3, and sort of all merged in. It's really cool. It's a masterpiece, honestly. They blend it so well. And they plan to add more to Tau as well, they said recently. Tyranids, been around since the original Dawn of War 2, and it's they're still just as awesome with more stuff added to them. The scale has been massively increased. It's awesome. Grey Knights. I know I keep saying awesome, but it's just so good. Brand new faction, so well made. Only 1 sub-faction at the moment. And you know what? I'm even more impressed by Admech. Admech is just so good. I don't know like if they made it themselves, if they had help from another mod or something, but the Admech faction has turned out looking so well. So let me jump into a game. I think I have actually tried to record this once already, and it stuttered a lot. I think maybe my computer's not good enough to record the high graphics and yeah, play at the same time. So there's not going to be much gameplay in this video, but I'm going to try to show you a little bit. Just understand that the game will flow better than it may seem. Right, I'm going to pause here, break away, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, here we go. So I've picked Admech for myself. I've given myself a teammate, the normal computer brother captain, so that's Grey Knights, versus Tau and Necrons in the team as well. So let's see how this goes. And yeah, like I said, any stutter or frame rate loss, it's not the game. Trust me, it's just my computer can't record it very well. It flows really well, and the graphics are really good. Okay, so So you can see like loads of upgrades for your hero units and stuff are available. And you can build power generators for power income on the bottom right here, power resource. The other resource is requisition. And the third resource is basically something you gain by killing and being in action. I think they call it strategic resource or something. So yeah, the more kills you get, the more fighting you are, the more of the red you have. The red can be used on global abilities. If you're an AdMech fan, some of this stuff might even be familiar from the Codex in the actual tabletop game. You can activate these abilities and stuff. Haven't played much AdMech, so let's see how it goes. Require more power, okay. How about just Skitarii Rangers then? And Skitarii Vanguard, oh, more requisition. Yeah, so because it's the Grey Knights are out. Because it's trying to be true to the lore and everything. Depending on how strong your faction is, things just get really expensive to try and balance it. Because well, obvious reasons, right? Like it would just be too easy if the Grey Knights could just pump out a full army. So that squad, basically, at least if I was playing it, I'd just be playing with that one squad for a little while. Necron Lord goes down. Tau over here with some crew. You know what I just realised? I might be mistaken here, but the music playing for when you play as AdMech is from the Mechanicus soundtrack. We played that game before. That's really cool. So each faction has their own music and stuff as well. It's really awesome. You play as like Slaneshi, Chaos Marines, you can proper like there's like a turret which basically fires dubstep music at the enemy. It's just like it is silly, but it's cooler than it sounds, trust me. So each faction has a lot of flavor to it, and you can have a really good time just kind of playing it out. Servo Skulls, Atari Marshal. So yeah, there are loads of tiers. Tier 2, you look at Silent Robots, Rust Stalkers. Tier 3, Knight Paladin. Oh, okay, Wicked. Yeah, so there's Knights in AdMech as well. I know there's Knights in Space Marines. So in a way, Knights get a bit of representation too, if that's your faction you want to play. So I find AdMech have got quite a lot of firepower, but they are slow moving and they do die relatively easily. And they're like moderately priced. Necrons are pretty bad. When I played them earlier, I was like, okay, they're not so great in the early game, they're bad in the early game, but just as you'd expect in the lore, the more time goes on, they become utterly devastating. So this is an Annihilate mode, which is more similar to Dawn of War 1. The objective is simply to destroy the enemy base in more classic RTS style. But you can, my dude's all just going to die here. But you can, let's see what else is going on. I find it easy to just watch then and talk than to play and talk. There we go, Tau base here. I totally lost my train of thought there, my apologies. I can't remember what I was saying. Enjoy the spectacle, and that's what this game's all about really, it's just enjoying the spectacle. Oh yes, as well. I was talking about win conditions and stuff. So classic RTS is just if we destroy the enemy bases here, we win. But there is the victory point mode, which came with Dawn of War 2, which is just to capture certain, a bit like Company of Heroes, you have to capture certain areas of the map, and this allows you to win the game. I'm getting completely screwed here. Maybe I should do something to help my enemy, my teammate. Yeah, and it's just a blast. Honestly, it is a blast. I don't even want to spoil it too much for you. I want you to go in there and find cool things like I did, and be like, this is awesome. This is more just to showcase it, because if you haven't actually played Dawn of War 2, you might be thinking, is this game for me? Yeah, like it's better than Dawn of War 2. It really is. So give it a try. Look at all these like radiation guns they're shooting. Necron Overlord. Luckily he's just shooting my turret because it's normal mode AI. Enhanced Bionics, so you can upgrade all your dudes and stuff. It's just so much fun. Honestly, it's so much fun. Anyway, I'm going to stop because I'm pretty certain the recording looks awful because yeah, like I've already mentioned. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give it a try. Let me know what you think if you do give it a try. And yeah, peace out. Catch you in the next one.